Hey guys, this is my weekly MMA news. Let's first start off with CBS. CBS did pretty bad in their ratings with the Strikeforce Nashville event. It didn't go so well. They lost in ratings to all four networks against a repeat of Cops against with Fox, a repeat of NCIS, repeats of Law and Order, and the Law and Order SUV and whatnot. They lost against all of those. So I want to kind of know, what do you guys think? Do you think CBS is going to cut them out? Do you think they're just going to kind of keep them not on the network channels and national network channels, and they're just going to leave them on Showtime? Or do you think they're just going to cut them all together? My view is I believe that they're probably going to give them like one more chance for the national network, and they just kind of keep them on Showtime, unless the Showtime ratings don't get that, if they don't really get that many views, then they probably cut them all together. It's not really a good look for MMA as a whole, because I think MMA really needs that national exposure that CBS was giving them. But we'll see how this plays out. It was also announced that BJ Penn will get his rematch against Edgar. So it'll be Edgar versus Penn, or however you want to say it, too. It's going to happen in August. I'm so excited to see it. I can't wait to see this matchup. I believe BJ is going to come in and dominate Edgar, from previous. He's going to still use his boxing, but he's going to do a lot more ground. He's going to actually listen to his corner, I hope, this time. And I definitely believe BJ deserves it. Because he hasn't lost he's been dominating lightweight for the last 8 years. So his rematch is definitely deserved. What do you guys think? Do you think that BJ doesn't really deserve it? Do you think he does? I would love to hear your comments on that. Also, too, it was announced, Dana White said that WEC lightweight division is going to move over into the UFC sometime this year. So I'm really excited about that too, because it makes the lightweight division have a lot more depth. There's a lot of matchups that I would like to see, that the people that are in WEC, and it makes a really compelling matchups that I see coming up. Ben Henderson and all those other guys. Matter of fact, Ben Henderson trained with BJ to help him go against Diego Sanchez. So there's just a plethora of matchups that we can see. And BJ was going to actually leave the division if he would have beat Edgar, because he clinked out the division. Now there's going to be more people in the division that I could see him, so he doesn't really have to leave and have to do the whole George St. Pierre GSP type stuff. Moving up and going against him, even though he said he was going to do it a lot slower this time. But I still believe that he'll have a lot of competition in lightweight if they definitely move all those guys into the UFC. Also, it was announced, I think today, that Gomi is going to get his second chance in the UFC against Joe Stevenson. So I believe Stevenson's still going to destroy him, because I just didn't like the way Gomi was fighting when he fought against Florian. He was like super sluggish, slow, and and he got taken down at will. He just really getting beat up really bad. And we all know what Joe Stevens is going to do. He's going to grab him, take him on the ground, and ground and pound him. And I don't see Gomi getting out of that. He'll be out of the UFC in August in this next fight, because the next fight is going to be in August. I don't know if they're going to put it on the same card as the BJ Penn Edgar fight, or if they're going to do a fight night. But either way, I think this guy is gone. He's just not where he was when he was in Pride. So that's all I have, guys, for this week in MMA. And thanks for checking out my video. Please rate, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.